Good morning, it's April 5th. Heading downtown. Got a haircut appointment. And then I'll stay down there and have lunch and write. It's a lovely +7 as I set out, so not even wearing gloves today. Just a windbreaker over my sweater. I don't know if the external mic is working. It didn't seem to work yesterday, and it got left outside by accident. And possibly run over. Not entirely sure. I don't think so, but so I'll see if it's working today. Let's see, keeping you up to date on all my exciting adventures, the Kickstarter for Shapers of Worlds Volume 3, the science fiction fantasy anthology featuring short stories by authors who were guests on my award-winning podcast, The World Shapers, which you can find at theworldshapers.com. The Kickstarter is at 111%, $13,394 of the $12,000 goal. So it's definitely a go. There are 48 hours left, a little less than 48 hours now. And still plenty of time to get in on the great backers rewards that are available, which include books, audiobooks, ebooks, photography, tuckerizations, your name used as a character, poems from Jane Yolen. I'm even offering mentorships at $3,000. I don't know why nobody's taken that yet. So check it out at tinyurl.com, Shapers of Worlds 3, numeral 3. You have just under 48 hours as I record this before it ends. I spent the rest of the morning, didn't expect it to take that long, designing a new banner for Shadowpaw Press for like trade shows, because I have three coming up now. Saskatchewan, our version of a Comic Con in Saskatchewan, goes up at the end of April. There'll be one in Regina in June. And right after Saskexpo, I'm going to have a display at the Saskatchewan Libraries Association annual meeting, which happens to be at the very hotel I'm walking to right now, which is handy. Just to because Shadowpaw Press is starting to publish so much more stuff, it seems like a good opportunity to introduce my publishing company to the libraries of Saskatchewan. Now, Sask Books itself will be there, I know, sort of representing all of us as publishers. I don't know if any other publishers will have a display or not, but I am. And I put an ad in the program, and I'm doing what's called a lightning round. Introduce myself and my company in 5 minutes. Not too hard. I'm good at talking. Maybe not so good at keeping it to 5 minutes, but I'll make sure I have it pared down. So this will be a short walk downtown to the Hotel Saskatchewan, where my barber is. And then I will do part 2 later whenever I head home. What will I do when I'm down there? Probably editing. I got lots to edit. Possibly writing. I'd rather write. Sun is very warm. Very nice. Well, I just missed this light pretty badly, so I'll go this way. Cross when I get a chance. The Royal Saskatchewan Museum building here that used to be the Saskatchewan Government Telephones. As I always point out, it's actually got laboratories and fossils and things in there that are being worked on. Hello. Trying to read that first name, can't quite do it. Coffee? Hello. I don't know why there's a blow-up Santa Claus still waving his arms on top of Leopold's Tavern, but there is. This is Leopold's Tavern. This is Specs here, which is kind of a high-end eyeglasses place. I've actually just bought some new reading glasses frames there. Just waiting to get a prescription for them. I have an optometrist appointment downtown next week, which will probably be another walk downtown that I will combine with my live stream here. I'm going to miss this crosswalk too. So we'll stick to Albert Street here. Stay up this side of it. Go past Class Act Studios, where my daughter used to dance and also worked for a while. Trying to read it there. Oh, Miriam. Hi, Miriam. I know you. This is Class Act Dance Studio. Trophies in there. My daughter helped win some of those. One of the older apartment buildings over there. La Bodega. It seems to be dead. Too bad. I used to like to come here. There's been no sign of a rebirth. Even though there are still tables and chairs sitting up there on the balcony. So maybe they're just getting ready for a relaunch? I don't know. So we're headed down that way. But not going to make this crosswalk at the appropriate time either, it doesn't look like. After this, there's only 2 more options. If I don't cross at 13th, I have to cross at Victoria to get over there. It's the church we got married in. Almost 25 years ago, 25th anniversary coming up in September. It's the Cat Cafe. Any cats in the window? Perhaps they're still in the back room, haven't been let out. Don't see any. They'd be in the window if they were here. Art gallery, we've bought art at, know the owner. And someone who works there. Number 1 fire station over there. Fire hall, I guess. And the Credit Union Central there. This is just a strip mall over here. Looks like I'm not going to make this light in the most appropriate time either. Alright, well, we'll go up and see if I luck out when I hit Victoria up here. I have to turn right down Victoria because that's the street the hotel is on. Cathedral Social Hall. I've occasionally worked there. Not recently. Come for lunch and worked. Been losing weight, so I'm not eating out as much. Lost 20 pounds since Christmas. Close, anyway. 18 pounds since the end of January, but I think I'd already lost some immediately after Christmas, so I'd say 20 pounds since Christmas. Which is good. If you look at the charts, they would like to claim that I should weigh like 185 or something like that, and I would look skeletal at 185. I'm big boned, and I'm not just saying that, I really am. Big chest and hence the deep voice. This is Viterra. It used to be, when it was built, it was a department store. Has all these nice details in the work. Up above, there's even gargoyles and stuff higher up there. Well, looks like we didn't do any better on this one, but I have to wait here, so. This is where I must cross. The building, of course, continues down this way. I think that's still called the North Canadian Oils building. They were going to build a giant hotel and condo complex on that corner, but it never happened. They dug the hole and then filled it back in again. And it's been empty ever since. Prime real estate, you would think, but didn't have to wait too long here. It's a lights change with frequency because it's a major intersection both directions. The roads are fairly major. Albert is the majoriest, but Victoria has a lot of traffic on it too. This building here used to have Kato Books in it, which published my Shards of Excalibur series. When they went bankrupt, I inherited those books, and I brought them out through Shadowpaw Press, but they're only on Amazon. I haven't made them widely available. I thought I was going to do something on Amazon exclusively, but the way Shadowpaw Press is shaping up, I think I'll be bringing those out wide release again. And now I'm publishing 2 other books that were published by Kato through my Shadowpaw Press Reprise imprint, where I'm publishing previously published rights reverted work by other authors. And I've got a story in verse called Stay by Catherine Lawrence. That's really a middle grade book. That'll be coming out. And then I've got a collection of poetry called Phases, very different, since it's all about gender and coming out and all that kind of stuff, by Belinda Betker. I'll be bringing out a new edition of that too. Also on Reprise, I've got Viterra, which is a science fiction novel by Brad C. Anderson, originally published by Bundoran Press. I've got 4 books from Leslie Gadala, a trilogy called Empire of Kaz, 2 of which were originally published by Del Rey, and then more recently they were all published by Five Rivers, another publisher that's hung up its operation. There's a phrase I was looking for, I didn't quite find it. Hung up their hat, maybe? Anyway. And then there's a standalone from her called Legend of Sarah. These are kind of important works in science fiction, in Canadian science fiction history, so glad to be able to continue to have them available. That's First Presbyterian Church there. And I've got a couple of nonfiction essay collections I'm going to bring out new editions of. That publisher, Thistledown, is it Thistledown, I think? Is still in business, but they let those go out of print, so I'm going to bring out new editions. There's the Balfour, again, one of my favorite entranceways of any building in Regina. First Baptist comes up next. The big church with a dome, damaged in the tornado in 1912, and not as heavily damaged as Knox Met was over here. The tornado came right up this street, Lawrence Street. And that's First Baptist. And that, of course, is Victoria Park over there with the First World War monument. Originally a First World War monument, now it's just the cenotaph for all wars. And Regina people who have fought in those wars. That's where the Remembrance Day ceremonies are held every November 11th. The outdoor ones, anyway. Land Titles Building, once upon a time, very important. In the homesteading years. It's not Land Titles Building anymore. That's all done. All that stuff's now on computers. Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame is in there. There's the cenotaph over there, coming into view. And here is the Hotel Saskatchewan, my destination. Hello, Brian. You're coming in on the tail end here of the first part of the walk. There'll be more later. But this is where I'm headed. Former CN Hotel. I think it was a CN, not a CP. Hotel Saskatchewan. Happens to have a barber shop in it, which has been there since the place was built. So, and I'll take that usual nice view of downtown for my quitting spot. And I'll be back, I don't know, in a few hours. Bye for now.